Dependability isn't a piece of hardware, it's peace of mind. It's the confidence you get from knowing that every time you get behind the wheel, you're in a vehicle that's capable and reliable. Dependability isn't driving just any brand. It's driving the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
It's time for Wild Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington. With Mark Parrish, I'm Audra Martin. The Wild see their 4-game win streak come to an end today, falling 3-2 to the Buffalo Sabers in overtime. But a big moment of this game, we saw Declan Chisholm get his first career goal in his his Minnesota Wild debut. The first 40 minutes of this one, though, belonging to the netminders, and the offense finally picks it up in the final 20.
Yeah, it really was impressive. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen was spectacular for the Buffalo Sabers. Gustafsson, he held in, played spectacular for the Minnesota Wild as well. But my favorite part of the night right there, Declan Chisholm scoring his first NHL goal in a Minnesota Wild spreader. First game for the Minnesota Wild. All you want to do is kind of, when you get to a new team, is kind of fit in, right? Show that you belong and that you can contribute. If you add a goal to that and make a difference in that game, holy cow, do you feel even better about yourself? Unfortunately, Yoko Haru had to break all of our hearts, that overtime goal, but there was a lot of great things that we saw from the Minnesota Wild today.
No doubt about it. The Wild still playing great hockey. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10 games, but that does leave the Rangers as the only unbeaten team since the All-Star break. The penalty kill, perfect again here tonight. Now 32 for 35 since January 19th. That's the second best mark in the NHL. So things definitely impressive here on the PK for Minnesota. Joel Eriksson, 25th goal of the season, one shy from matching his career high. But the story of the game, the new guy, Derek Chisholm, with his first career NHL goal.
He did. He played a really good game. I thought he was, you could see his skating was evident. I think his puck play, he looked good on the power play, but that's one component. 5-on-5, I thought he moved the puck well, and he had good gaps. He's a good skater, so he's confident in his skating. So I think his gaps are good on rush defense and things like that. I thought he played hard in the hard areas where you have to defend. So it was a good first game for him.
Declan, I'm sorry, I just called you Derek. My apologies, but congratulations on the first career goal. Looking ahead for Minnesota, a tough stretch here to two sets of back-to-back games next week against very tough teams. Monday, it's the Canucks. Tuesday on the road at Winnipeg. Friday, a battle with Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. And Saturday, the Wild take on the Seattle Kraken. So if you can walk away with a couple of points in that stretch, you're in a good position if you're the Minnesota Wild. We look forward to seeing you for that week. Should be a good stretch of hockey. Until then, for Mark Parrish, I'm Audra Martin. We'll see you next time on Wild Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington.